Today I've got 3 tips that are going to help you develop a very consistent one-handed backhand. Okay, the first thing though that you have to consider is grip. So when we look at a racket handle, okay, we've got flat surfaces. All racket handles are octagonal. All right, so the flat surface on top, we're going to give that number 1. This little flat surface number 2, 3 is on the side, 4 is that little flat one there, and then 5's on the bottom. Same thing for a left-hander going the other way. We're going to use the index knuckle on the inside of the hand, right there, that's our checkpoint, and the heel pad of the hand, right there. Now, for an Eastern backhand, you're going to need the knuckle and the heel pad on number 1. Okay, that's an Eastern backhand grip. Now, you're going to need at least that to be consistent. You don't want to be continental over here, because then you have to put your wrist in an awkward position. Now, so you want to be on number 1 or number 2 on this side, on the left-hander's side for a right-handed player. So I turn my hand this way, and notice that closes the racket face. Okay, I call this a semi-Western backhand grip. So you need either Eastern or semi-Western backhand grip. Now, the 3 tips that I want to give you to be consistent. Number 1, use the non-dominant hand. That hand is not an ornament, just there for looks. Okay, you want to use it as you guide the racket back and down. Okay, so what I mean by that is when I'm in the ready position, see, I want to use that left hand to bring the racket back. Now, as I get the racket back and I'm setting my feet up, now I'm going to come down here. I'm going to loop the racket down, and I'm doing that with my left hand as well, not just my right hand. Both of them are working synchronized. And the second tip I want to give you, when you get to the low point of the backswing. Okay, so first tip was keep that left hand on, guide the racket back. Now, from here, to hit a topspin backhand, if I was hitting the ball right here, I've got to come down at least a foot lower than that point. So that's where the left hand really comes in. I'm here now, and watch, my left hand helps me do all of this. It helps me get that racket down. Here's the key point though. The left hand can close up the racket face. Okay, see, there I'm vertical, but when I use the left hand to do this, I've closed up the racket face. Now, the beauty of having a closed racket face at the low point of the backswing is this. Once you're here and you come back, and now you drop it down below the ball, now the racket's closed, all I have to do now is swing from my hitting shoulder, and I am guaranteed vertical there for the rest of my life. So now I have a lot of confidence. I can swing as fast as I like because I know the racket is closed here, so just let it rip. Just let it rip with a real high finish. So the 3 key points: use the left hand to guide the racket back. At the low point of the backswing, use the left hand to close up the face slightly. And once you get that racket closed, then just swing from the shoulder. Do not move the lower arm from the elbow down. You don't want the wrist or the hand trying to adjust the racket. Okay, so let me show you a little drill you can do. Now with a one-handed backhand, you want to hit the ball at least a foot to a foot and a half in front of your lead foot. Okay, I'm right-handed, so my lead foot is my right foot. So I'm going to stand a good distance away from this fence, because let's say here, I'm in my ready position. Okay, remember tip number 1, use that left hand to help you guide the racket back. Okay, so I'm guiding the racket back, my feet are set, I'm ready to hit the ball. Now from here, I'm going to drop it down a foot below and I step out. Step out, and the left hand has the racket closed. From here now, all I have to do, swing from the shoulder, and I'm guaranteed vertical there. Okay, so practice that. Just check yourself against the fence. Is my racket vertical? Am I hitting there vertical? Or maybe just a slightly closed, but that's going to be key for you, because it doesn't matter who's holding the racket, whether it's Roger Federer or Joe Smith. If the racket is vertical in the contact area and moving from low to high, you are going to get a good result. So please give this video a like, a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. We've got an awesome sale coming up in August. All 13 of my online courses for a great price. Happy hitting, guys. Have a great one. Go out there and make it a great one. Take care.